Hello and welcome to my personal space. And I'm going to apologize in advance for some potential distractions. Bayou here to my right, and then I have Satori. So they may be joining us on the mat to bring you some live entertainment. However, if you do practice with your eyes closed, I hope that my cues will allow you to keep your eyes closed and alleviate any potential distractions that my kitties may bring to our time today. So thank you so much for joining me. If you are at home and you maybe are used to using some yoga blocks, just grab a thick book or maybe two books to stack together, and that can totally take place of a block. Or maybe even grab a couch pillow, a blanket you can roll up, whatever is most comfortable for you. So we are going to have just a 30-minute vinyasa flow. So if you would just come onto your mat, or if you lay out a towel, you don't need to have a mat, lay out a towel on the floor, come into a comfortable seated position, cross your legs, and we're just going to do some grounding here. So as we come into that cross-legged position, gently close your eyes or lower your gaze to the floor. Just begin to connect your breath with the present moment and just dropping in right now. And recognize the breath may be in the belly. As we inhale, puffing and expanding that belly. And on that inhale, bringing your awareness to length from the tailbone up through the spine, out the top of the head. Inhaling maybe to a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, letting all of the air expand and coming out of your lungs. Feeling your knees under your palms, relaxing your shoulders from your ears. Gently and calmly, deep inhale and exhale, allowing that air to escape the lungs. Bringing your palms out to the sides, palms facing up. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, raising those hands up above the head, bringing palms together. Big inhale. Exhale, bringing hands down to chest, back out to the side again. Inhaling up, palms together. This time, taking those palms, bringing the fingers together, interlacing them and spinning them towards the ceiling. Nice deep stretch. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, over to your right. Getting a nice side stretch. Maybe bringing that gaze up past that elbow, up to the ceiling. Big inhale, and your exhale coming back up to center. Inhale again, big stretch, exhaling over to the left side. Bringing that gaze up past that right elbow. Leaving your sits bones on the ground. And those sits bones are those little bony points that you can feel sitting into the ground. You want to focus on leaving those bony points onto the ground and really feeling that stretch on that side. Inhale, coming up again to center. Exhaling, forward fold over the crossed legs. Easing in, walking those fingers forward to wherever it feels comfortable. And this is where that block can be, or your book can be helpful to drop your head down onto that block. Or if that doesn't work, maybe bring your arms onto that block, resting your head, giving yourself a little bit more space to the ground. Big inhale and exhale, letting it all go. Bringing your hands back, slowly walking yourself back up to center. Hands out to side, inhaling up. exhale, keeping those hands up there, switching the cross of your legs. We're going to inhale, stretching those palms to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold onto this side. You're going to feel a much different sensation this time. I don't get as much reach whenever I cross my left leg over the right. Just feeling into that sensation. So one more nice deep breath here. And exhale, starting to walk those hands back to center. And go ahead and meeting me in tabletop. Shoulders above wrists, hips above knees. Working into some cat-cows here. Inhaling, chest up, forward, gaze forward. Fingers spread wide like your pie slices, pushing into the ground. Toes are pushing into the ground. Tailbone is tucking. And then exhaling into your cat. I like to untuck my toes and push the tops of my feet into the ground, pushing the ground away, bringing the tailbone towards the chest, bringing gaze to the belly button. Nice deep arch in the exhale. And inhale back up into your cat. Shoulders are away from the ears. Just flowing through this a couple of times. Opening up the shoulders, opening up the hips. Just getting our body ready for the flow. And if it feels good, maybe bring in some intuitive movement here. I like to maybe move into a figure 8 position. So exhaling on that cat, inhaling on the cow. And if you're joining me in this intuitive movement to the right, maybe switching sides to the left. Again, just figure 8s. Inhale, chest up proud. Exhale, crunch, bringing that tailbone towards the chest. And coming back to center, tuck the toes. Raise the knees, bringing the hips to the ceiling, coming into our first downward dog. Pedaling the feet, lifting the heel on the left foot, dropping the heel on the left foot, coming up on the tippy toes on the right, just pedaling back and forth. Walk the dog, spinning the triceps, biceps towards the temples. Arms should be framing the face. The weight in our hands should be equal into our pinky, pointer finger, and our palms. When you're ready, coming back to stillness, inhale both tippy toes and exhale, bringing the heels back down. Inhale up on the tippy toes. And exhale, heels back down. This time we're just going to come up, inhale onto the tippy toes, stay on the tippy toes, and walk those toes towards the palms, allowing the head to just dangle in your forward fold, knees bent, chest over those thighs, allowing the fingertips to dangle, or maybe grabbing your elbows and swaying from left to right. Top of the head is facing the mat, just allowing everything to surrender and flow out into the ground that's supporting you. Bringing those hands back down to the mat, inhaling up into a half lift, palms come up onto the shins, shoulder blades are going to pinch, periscope the top of the head towards the front of the room, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale up again, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to reverse swan dive, bringing arms up and around over the head. And exhale, we're going to forward fold, bringing chest over thighs. Inhale up, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms up and around. And exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms up and around, bringing hands together at prayer. Exhale, we're going to drop into chair. Maybe bring your big toes together, sinking down, bringing the booty back behind, sinking into our chair, just getting a little stretch here. Knees are going to be tracking over those ankles. You should be able to look down, wiggle your toes, and see your toes. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. On our inhale, we're going to rise up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Circling the arms up and over, bringing hands to prayer, sinking down back into that chair. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. On our inhale, we're going to rise up and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, arms circle around and up into prayer. Drop into your chair and hold. Chest proud, shoulders away from the ears. Booty is back behind you. So all the weight, you can feel it in your hips, you can feel it in your glutes. On our inhale, we rise up and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bring hands to the mat, stepping back to plank. Here you have options. You can drop to your knees, coming back to your child's pose, and coming up into down dog. Or you can drop to the knees, bringing chest to ground. Elbows are grazing the rib cage, dropping down to chest. Untucking the toes, coming up into baby cobra. Then coming back into full cobra. Puppy pose, if you want to bring the kneecaps up off of the mat, roll over the toes up into your down dog. Either way, meet me in down dog. Pedal the legs. This time, right foot's going to come up to the sky. Hips are centered facing the mat. Bend that knee and open the hips to the right side. Maybe some knee circles here. Going clockwise and counterclockwise, opening those hips. Coming back to stillness and re-straighten, reframe those hips. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, foot comes to the sky. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Foot to the sky. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Foot to the sky. This time, bringing that foot, stepping through. Hands frame that foot. Drop that left knee, coming up into your low lunge. Shoulders away from the ears. Fingers plug into the ceiling. Energetically squeezing those thighs together, tucking that tailbone, pulling the belly button back towards the spine. And on that inhale, we are going to be thinking about length, plugging in. Yes. Now this is where maybe you can incorporate that block. We're going to exhale. Left hand is going to come inside of the arch of that foot. Right hand is going to come up, chest is going to spin towards that right thigh, bringing your gaze up to the ceiling. And if you want to get a little bit more out of this, tuck the toes, coming up onto the toes into a supported lunge. And just a couple of breaths here. Exhale, bringing that hand down to frame that foot and step and carry that left foot up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up and around. Hands come together at prayer and sinking back into your chair yet again. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat, stepping back into your plank. Whatever is most comfortable for you to meet into down dog, you can drop those knees, bringing chest to ground, elbows grazing those ribs, untucking the toes, coming up into your full cobra, puppy pose, kneecaps lift, rolling back over those toes into down dog. Great. Pedal the feet. Bringing that breath, connecting. As we inhale, left foot to the sky. Bend the knee and open the hips to the left side of the room. Maybe some knee circles here. Counterclockwise a couple of times. And reverse clockwise. Open those hips. And re-straighten that leg to the sky. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale. Inhale, foot comes back to the sky. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Back to the sky. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Foot to the sky. This time, stepping through. Lowering that right knee. Untucking the toes. Rising up into your supported lunge. Plugging those fingers into the ceiling. Shoulders away from the ears. Squeezing those thighs together. Pushing the top of that foot into the mat. Really engaging that glute. Big inhale and exhale, dropping that right hand to the inside of that foot. Bringing palm to the left side of the room. Reaching, bringing your gaze up to the ceiling. Really spinning the chest towards that left thigh. Fingers spread wide, palms pushing into the ground below you. Your left fingers are pulling up towards the ceiling, energetically squeezing those thighs together. And again, if you want to get a little bit more out of this, tuck those toes, rising up. Beautiful. Exhale, hand frames that foot. And bring that right foot to meet your left foot. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bringing arms up and around into prayer. Exhale, bringing hands down to chest, dropping back into your chair. This time, we are going to get a little support to our right side, opening that chest in chair. Aren't we excited? Inhale and exhale, bringing that left tricep to your right thigh, pushing into that thigh, opening up that chest to the right side, bringing your palms together, pushing the palms together. If you want to span your eagle wings, span your wings, getting more of a twist in that torso. Hold. You should be able to wiggle your toes. And coming back to center. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms circle up and around, and you know what's next. Hands to prayer, sink back into that chair. Inhale, shoulders away from ears. And on that exhale, you got it, the right. We're going to open up to that left side. That right bicep is resting on the left thigh. Palms are pressing together. Turning that torso towards the left side of the room. If you want to expand the wingspan and open up. Wiggling the toes. Weight is in the heels. Bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. Couple of breaths here. And on that exhale, bring the palms back together, coming back to center. Big inhale. Exhale, rising up. Big inhale. Exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant to the floor, stepping back to your plank. Rolling through your chaturanga of choice, meeting me in downward dog. Now that you're in downward dog, pedal those feet a couple of times, tuck that tailbone. Finding your center. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Exhale, footsteps through, arms, hands frame that foot. Option to drop the knee or stay in your lunge, finding your balance, bringing both hands up into your high lunge. Inhaling, fingers plug into the ceiling. And we're going to open up, bringing hands together at prayer. Exhale down to chest. Take one deep breath here. And exhale, bringing that left tricep a little bit different than our chair, opening up again to the right side. And if you were down on your knee, this still works. If you want to come back to your block and open back up like we did in the beginning, that is totally fine. Whatever is working for you. You know your body, listen to your body. Big inhale. Exhale, coming back up to that lunge. Exhaling, hands frame that foot. Step back to your plank, roll through your chaturanga. Meeting me in down dog. This time, left foot to the sky. Stepping through. Again, you can drop your knee and come into a supported low lunge, or keep that knee up, find your balance, bringing your arms up to that high lunge. Finding your balance, just easing. It's okay to be stepping through. I know when I was beginning doing yoga, I'm like, I can't move. I got to stay in a stance. But you really got to focus on what's bringing comfort to you. Fingers are plugged into the ceiling, shoulders are away from the ears. Focusing, making sure that knee is directly over the ankle. And exhale, bring hands to prayer, bringing that right bicep to the knee and spinning and opening towards the left side of the room. Deep breaths here. We can even open up on this side. That really challenges the balance. Bringing that gaze up to the ceiling. Bring those hands back together. Inhale, lifting back up into your lunge. Exhale, hands frame that foot. Stepping back to your plank. Rolling through. Again, if you want to drop your knees, coming back to child's pose. Coming back to tabletop tucking. You can always take your modifications. Whatever works for you. Listen to your body. Pedaling through. Inhale up onto the tiptoes. Walk those toes to the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle arms up and around. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands come to the ground, stepping back again into plank. Dropping to the knees, coming back into child's pose. And just feeling what your body's feeling right now. As we recalibrate, rising back up into our tabletop. Tuck the toes, raise the knees, hips to the ceiling, back into your down dog. Right foot to the sky. And bringing it through, coming up into your high lunge. Dropping that back heel, coming into your warrior two. Again, repositioning here. Ankle and knee are in alignment. Arms are stretching out. Right arm is stretching out to the right. Left arm is stretching out to the left. Reaching, shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. Right arm is going to come up and over. Left hand is going to come onto the thigh. Gorgeous. Couple of breaths here. As we're coming back to warrior two, straighten that right front leg. Bringing the right hand down to the shin. Left palm is going to be facing that side of the room. And we're opening up the chest again to the left side of the room. I feel some pops in my back. Coming back up into warrior two, re-bend that knee. And exhale, bringing arms to front, coming back into that high lunge. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step back to your plank, lowering into your chaturanga. Meeting me in down dog. Pedal the feet. Left foot rises. Exhale, steps it through. Hands framing that foot, coming up into your high lunge. Dropping that right heel, coming into your warrior two. Bringing your gaze out over that middle finger. Couple of breaths. Flipping that left palm and bringing that arm up and over into your reverse warrior. Couple of breaths here, opening up that side chest. Coming back to warrior now as we straighten that left leg, bringing that right hand down to the shin, opening the chest, bringing the palm of your right hand facing front. The spin is bringing that chest towards the front of the room, protecting that lower back, shoulders away from the ears. Deep belly breaths here. And as we come up on an exhale, re-bending that left front leg, coming back into your warrior two, and coming back into your high lunge. Exhaling, hands come down, frame the foot, stepping back to your plank, lowering the knees, rolling your seat back to your heels, coming into child's pose. Just maybe wiggle those hips a little bit, side to side. Just shaking it all out. Coming up to tabletop, bringing those knees together, kicking the feet out to the side, rolling back, bringing your feet straight forward. Toes are going to flex back towards the knees. Palms out to the side. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. This isn't about how far you can stretch. It's about hinging at the hips and just releasing any tension that is in those thighs, in the lower back. So on the inhale, thinking length from the tailbone out to the top of the head. I don't want you arched over to get more length. This is more about the hinging at the hips, keeping the chest proud, shoulders away from the ears. Toes are flexed back towards the knees. You don't have to go deep here to feel this to feel this stretch. Inhale, come back up. And bringing legs out wide, let's do this one more time. Toes are flexed back towards the knees. Sits bones are equally planted into the ground. Palms come out to the side, inhaling up. And exhale, forward fold. Way different sensation here. And again, hinging at the hips. We do not want an arch and to see how far we can stretch. We just want a gentle hinge at the hips, keeping the chest proud, shoulders away from the ears, just hinging forward. The inhale, think length, and on that exhale, think reach. Chest proud, shoulders away from the ears, and hold. You should be, my legs are shaking. I get a great sensation in my legs. Toes are flexed back. Deep belly breaths here. Beautiful. And inhale, coming back up. Go ahead and swing those feet together, swinging around. Palms come together, rolling back one vertebra at a time until your back, shoulders, and head is the last thing to come on the mat. Walk those heels back towards your seat, bringing right knee to chest, crossing that right ankle over your left thigh. Right palm can gently push the thigh out. And if it feels comfortable, you can bring that left knee to the chest and clasp the hands under that thigh. And give some resistance. Push that thigh against those hands and maybe get some ankle circles here. To the counterclockwise and reverse clockwise. Go ahead, drop that foot back to the mat, uncross, bringing left knee to chest, crossing left ankle over the right thigh, and repeat. Left palm can push out that left thigh, bringing the right knee to chest, clasping underneath, offering maybe some resistance, pushing that thigh against those palms, tucking. My exercise ring's closed. Did you all catch that? Ankle rolls, one way, reverse. Beautiful. And bringing that foot back down to the mat, uncross, bringing the left foot back down to meet. I always like to end in a bridge. Walk those heels back towards the seat, bringing those hips up on an inhale and hold. And if it's comfortable for you to get a little bit more in your lift, I like to walk my shoulder blades together under the chest. It gives me a little bit more height. Just holding here just for a few seconds, some deep belly breaths. And exhale, dropping slowly the back to the mat, bringing the knees into the chest. Give yourself a great big hug, rocking side to side. Finding your way to the right side of the mat. And using that left palm to gently push yourself up. Come back into your cross-legged position. Palms together at heart center. Dip the chin. One nice deep inhale together. Exhale, let it go. Bringing thumbs to the forehead between the eyebrows. Dip the chin. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. And go Steelers!